Is this thing on? Hi, everybody. I'm hoping that somewhere out there on the internet there are people watching this right now. Welcome to mine and Jess's house. We are doing this show today, if you've been living in a cave recently, because there's a global pandemic. Basically, our tour dates got cancelled, which is a bummer for us. But it's more about the fact that today, first of all, me and Jess and Micah wanted to play, but secondly, my touring crew are the people who are really going to suffer right now. These are people who work on day contracts. They've been loyal to me for a decade and more, and I wanted to do something to help them out. So this is free to watch. If you came to a show on the previous tour, on the dates that we just did, and you feel like you've already paid your money, that's totally fine. If you had a ticket and couldn't come because you were sick, that's totally fine. But if you're somebody who was going to come to one of the other shows, or would have come to one of the shows in Australia or New Zealand or wherever, if you've got any cash that you can throw in, the link for the fundraiser is should be right here. I think he said, pointing to his screen. So you can throw in any money. You can throw in your cost of your ticket fee. You can throw in what you would have spent on beer that night. You can throw in a $5. You can throw in 20p. I don't care. This is money that's going to go to people that I love very dearly and who really, really need it. Anyway, let the show begin. The first act of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, at home and in our house, put your hands together for Jess, guys.
Hi, internet. This is very surreal. I'll just start playing the song. You're in shot, babe.
Oh shit! Just do the audio.
They call this the fun part, but it's the absolute worst. My phone's deadly silent. This is where she never must never ever call first. I hardly know you, only just learned your name, and then it changed. Now you know I think I like you all the same. Oh, it's like in the dark, when you can't tell your head from your heart, or the sky from the land, and nothing feels like it's still on the ground. And this is when I should run like I always do, but I don't think I can from you. Sometime watch a film or I don't really mind. I just like to be near you, and that's new. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm just terrified. Actually, when is the fun part? After this it gets worse. I start thinking and feeling and reading the wrong things into all of your words. hope you are out there. This is very, very odd. It's hard to know if this is like the smallest or biggest show I have ever played. My name is Jess. Guys, I know lots of you, I'm sure, but I play these songs either on my own or with my lovely band called Guys. Not Geese. Definitely not Geese. And yes, I've had all the jokes. And that was a song called The Fun Part, which is about how historically in my love life there quite often was no fun part. However, that's not the case anymore, as lots of you know. And you're in my house. Welcome to my house. It's very exciting. This is where I live with that beautiful, gorgeous, handsome man over there, who I married last August. Hello. It's kind of odd. It's like our wedding pictures are over there. It's lovely. So, rather than playing exclusively songs about lesser men who were mean to me, I thought I should probably play you a song, babe. So this is for my lovely husband. I wrote this about 3 or 4 months after we met, I think. It's called The Countdown. You've got time on your hands, with the cuts and the brands. You've been counting the hours down on your fingers. I've got you on my mind, and one eye on the time. And I am waiting for night, the day lingers. 9 hours, 6 minutes, where have you been hiding for all these long years? It doesn't matter now, 'cause you're coming my way, and away through the countdown. Oh, the countdown. Would you look what you've done? I know I bore everyone. So I've been biding my time and biting my tongue. 'Cause I could talk you to death, waste my time, waste my breath, on the curls on your head or the curve of a dimple. 9 hours, 5 minutes, where the hell have you been for all these long years? It doesn't matter now, 'cause you're coming my way, and away through the countdown. Oh, the countdown. I know your heart is broken, makes it easier to open. Yes, I know your heart is broken, but given that I'm in my own house, it kind of feels a bit odd to make jokes about how fortunate I am to have married Frank, because like this is just where we live. But I am, and that was a song for him. So I'm going to play another song off. My band and I released our first ever proper EP this year, which is called The Fun Part, which was really, really exciting for us. And I've been selling them on tour, which was really lovely, and it was gorgeous to meet people and hear them react. And I have put the remainder of those on sale on an Etsy shop, which is Guys Merch, all capital letters. It's my first time using Etsy. I feel very grown up. So if you want a signed EP and you feel furious that you missed out on that, I can send you one. You can do it there. So I will play you another song from that EP now. Love doesn't let you go once it's had you. It's like a dog with a bone. Love isn't kind, its smile is full of venom. You're best to leave it well alone and just choose who you like and decide where you lay your head each night. And I know I said I'm falling for your smile, and I know you said a lot of things I liked, but I'm not a fool, I know you lied. Surprise, surprise, so did I. Love isn't in the air, it's in our heads, and my head is spinning. I don't think it's who I'm with, just what I'm drinking. Still, you gotta keep your hand in, and I know what I like, and I'll decide where I lay my head tonight. And I know I said I'm falling for your smile, and I know you said a lot of things I liked, but I'm not a fool, I know you lied. Surprise, 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 so did I. I'm going to play another one from the EP. I want to do a quick shout out to my lovely band, because I think they might be listening. My gorgeous co-singer Laura normally sings this one, and we sing harmonies, lots and lots of harmonies. Laura, if you're out there in isolation, sing along. If anyone knows the harmonies, sing along. Also in your room, that feels appropriate right now. It could sound gorgeous where you are, I won't hear it, but it's alright. One too many nights, one too many gins, and now I find I'm tired of the whole thing. One too many fights, one too many things, and now I find I'm tired of the whole thing. So if you want to be the one who wants to bring me home, I want to let you know there are those who are happier alone, and I once was one, but now I'm too far gone. One too many times, and I know you love the things, but I love the sky, and I miss my wings, so I'll pick them up again. And the left one is slightly bent, but I know it'll mend, and I don't mind the dent. So if you want to be the one who wants to bring me home, I want to let you know there are one sits there, I can't get it on hand. I know I went mad, I didn't want to lose what we had, but there are those who can share, and though I once was there, now I'm too far gone. This one was never mine. Once I didn't mind, but these things change with time, and I've grown tired and still have things to hide. You can't take what you can't find, and these things are mine, mine. So if you want to be the one who wants to bring me home, I want to let you know there are those who are happier alone, and I once was one, but now I'm too far gone. And I get sad, I didn't want to, I didn't want to. Okay, so I'm just gonna retune, but I'm also gonna do a couple of quick shout outs. A very dear friend of ours asked me to shout out to a fellow Jessica Chevalier, who is somewhere on the other side of the pond, I think, stuck in isolation. So cheers to you, Jessicas Unite across the world, etc. And I want to cheers that I've got Bucks Fizz, because this feels like a time when we all need extra vitamin C and also Prosecco. So cheers. Any fucking excuse, honestly. I just really like Bucks Fizz. Okay, so I've got a couple more songs to play. I'm going to do one more of the EP. This song means a lot to me. I wrote this song for my lovely brother, who I think might be listening if he's worked out Facebook, and apparently he is awesome. Hi Dan, this is for you. About our wonderful dad, who was a wonderful man and taught me many things, and my brother many things, not least of which was how to play guitar. And this is actually Daddy's guitar. So it felt appropriate. It's one of several that we have, but this one is my favourite because it was his. So I'm going to play this one for him and for my brother. It's called Brother in Arms. He was born in different days, before Bob or Dire Straits or the songs that he taught us. A life of usual complaints, little losses, little gains, eldest son, youngest daughter. But a heart can grow like that. Yes, a heart can grow like that. We were never much the same. You were wise and I was vain. I was words, you were numbers. Little sister, big brother, little need of each other, till the ground came from under us. But don't we all grow up like that? Yes, don't we all grow up like that? packed your bags and took your pain to the north into the rain. Fewer strains, fewer people. And with your hatches battened down, you defend your fading town from the waves with a seawall. Oh, just don't grow old like that. Oh, just don't grow old like that. Are one of the wonderfuls. You are an old dying breed, and I stand on your shoulders when I felt too small to see. And the burden we felt since then, the burden that you share with me, to be born of the best of men, to be an old dying breed. To be an old dying breed. It's not a race, but we are against time. I know you think that you're sure that to have some of mine, 'cause I don't want it all just to keep to myself. What's the point of a love you don't give someone else? And we don't want children, 'cause we both were a child, and we know all too well how our childhood died. And we don't want the world, and we don't want to whine. What is it you do want, brother of mine? 'Cause I don't care what you decide. It only matters that we try through the night. If you want to, I've got you, I'm on your side. And we could always start again. Pick up the pieces just like him, sink or swim. We can't disappoint him, my brother in arms. We won't grow old like that. My brother in arms. We won't grow old like that. My brother in arms. We won't grow old like that. My brother in arms. We won't grow old like that. Thank you. Okay, so I just have one more little song to play. I think I should probably do a shout out about the PayPal. So we've got Facebook links. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Frank's talking to me. Communication. So there is a link I think below
Next to the
this.
video.
Yeah, if you wanna donate to help out the team who are extended family to me and to Frank, who are going to be off the road for a while, like lots and lots of people. That's what this is for. So please drop a line there. I also have, as I said at one point, I've got my CDs and my merch up online on Etsy. I'll share that on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Frank will do that too. Also have a look at Micah's and Vanessa's. They are absolutely brilliant. This is no, that side. It's really odd when you can see yourself. This side. So this is one of Vanessa's beautiful pieces. She makes gorgeous work. All the links will be shared. So I'm going to do one more song. I worked out how to play this about an hour ago, so I hope I don't screw it up. But it is St. Patrick's Day, and the pubs in Ireland are shut, and that is highly upsetting for the world globally. And I love Ireland and I love Irish music. I'm not Irish, I'm not pretending to be, but I love this song. So I thought I would have a go at playing it. I'm trying to remember how it goes. So if you know this song, it's called The Parting Glass. If you know it, sing along. I think Ed Sheeran did a version, apparently I found out today, but I'm going to sing the Cara Dillon version because she's who I love. Okay. Of all the money, the terror I've had, I have spent 10 good company, and all the heart since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fight and not be slain. A man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcome back again. But since it has so ordered been, by a time to rise and a time to fall, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call good night and joy be with you all. I'll gently rise and I'll softly call good night and joy be with you all. That's time. Thank you, Internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jess guys.
That's
my wife. All right, everybody. So a couple of quick updates as we move on to the second set of 3 of the evening. First of all, a couple of people talking about audio issues. We're on mono out here. I don't really know why, but apparently you can either change your laptop settings from accessibility into mono, or if you're watching on the phone, if you watch it portrait rather than landscape, then you'll get better sound doing it that way. I do apologise for this, but now that we've started, I'm not sure that I know how to change it. I'm just doing this myself. Okay, next up we have an old friend of mine, a touring buddy from the United States, one of my very favourite songwriters in the entire world. At home, please charge a glass. It's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm drinking Heineken. Charge a glass and get yourselves together for the one and only Micah Snable!
It's an honor, a pleasure to be here this evening. Hello, Internet. My name is Micah Schnabel. I actually am happy to be here. It's been a rough couple days. Well, the revolution is here, but it's not violent like they wanted. Their impotent ammunition still locked up in the closet. We're here and we are queer, empathetic and sincere. This is a message of love, so hear me loud and clear. I talked to the boss, Jesus ain't coming back. No, they're pissed about the money thing, and turns out they're black. And tired of being shot in the streets by the cops. Yeah, I'm looking for some folks to help pick up the slack. Cause we're in the midst of a generational shift. The baton is being passed and the old folks are pissed, having to hand the power over to their kids, and the hand reaching out is a female fist. And no, please just be gentle always. Oh, please just be gentle always. Now I'm not claiming to know where we go when we die. I know that you've got your ideas and I've got mine. But what's the harm in being decent while we're alive? And if that bothers you, maybe ask yourself why. Faith and spirituality are just words humans use to describe the loneliness that aches inside of all of us. We use different things to fill those voids inside of our guts. Yeah, like music, religion, and drugs. Let's not use that void to hurt other people when we can fill it with love. And no, please just be gentle always. Oh, please just be gentle always. Now I know these words, they're just like glitter. Yeah, well, once they leave your mouth, well, they get inside of everything and all over the house. Yeah, and that's what our revolution is all about. So, oh, please just be gentle always. gentle always. Thank you. Thanks, Internet. I need to get out more. Yeah, it'd be nice to make a friend, someone to talk to. But who could at least pretend to be interested in the things I have to say? I wanna buy a bike. I haven't ridden one in 22 years, and I've never been good at switching gears. I'm gonna need a helmet so I don't die when I fall down, when I get hit by a blue car running a red light on my way downtown. 'Cause being alive is so expensive. Being alive is so expensive. Being alive is so expensive, yeah. And being dead is such a lousy alternative. So I'd like to buy a car, but my current financial situation only allows for public transportation. Maybe I'll go back to school and further my education. But the classes cost more than a car, and maybe poverty is my final destination. 'Cause being alive is so expensive. Being alive is so expensive. Being alive is so expensive, yeah. And being dead is such a lousy alternative. So welcome to the future. We all need lawyers and investors, mixed-use high-rise luxury condos, social media and debt collectors. This is me asking you if you are okay in our new anxiety age. Just some simple observations. Yeah, I'm just begging for the conversation, with consideration to the deviation of your very own personal situation. 'Cause being alive is so expensive. Being alive is so expensive. Being alive is so expensive, yeah. And being dead is such a lousy alternative. I hope you all are enjoying this. I'm having a very good time. Are you guys having a good time? Is everybody okay over there?
The girls were in the fridge.
I'll promise you financial freedom. Be your own boss, work from home, just follow these 12 easy steps to your destiny. Well, meet me at the Hilton Hotel out by the airport, and for only $300, I can give you the answers to unlock your wildest dreams. Now I know that sounds too good to be true, an opportunity like that just for you. Well, I felt the same way too. Yeah, and look at me, I'm always selling in our capitalistic society. Buy me, get one free. Please consult my emotional instability about a return policy. Our one and only current employee, well, he tends to be a bit of a liability. We've been hypersexualized, under-socialized, misprioritized my mental and emotional well-being, all for the sake of American money. Your Honor, if it appeases the court, I'd like to address the jury directly. I'll be cutting out the middleman. I'll be the only one representing me. Please consider this my resignation, an open-ended invitation to pop open the champagne. We'll call this a celebration. We'll fill the room with black balloons, and everyone says get well soon. We'll dance in the face of impending doom, and I'll make a chocolate cake that says, for the high-pressure sales pitch is king, self-help books and rich quick schemes, I'm a clown at a used car dealership on the 4th of July. Cutting my own hair in the bathroom mirror, reflecting life and love and fear. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Life is a choice, death is a must. The only carnival game we can trust. Keep throwing the dart, the balloon's gonna bust. So pop it, pop it, pop it. But just maybe I don't want to get rich or die trying. Maybe I'm okay with simply surviving. Hopefully. And so tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up early and watch the sunrise. thanks everyone for watching this. We appreciate it very, very much. And don't forget to go give Guy's band money, and go give Vanessa some money, and go give Frank Turner some money, and Frank Turner's crew money. Not Frank personally.
I'm not taking a penny.
He's not taking a penny. Sitting in line at the Border Patrol in between West Texas and New Mexico. Lights and cameras had me feeling like a criminal, even though I had done nothing wrong. Now the agent's talking to me with his hand on his gun, telling me how his job would be a lot more fun if every once in a while they just let him shoot someone. He threw his head back in a gold-toothed laugh. Then he waved us straight through because our skin was white, and we drove off into the New Mexican night. 80 miles an hour, no hope in sight, with only static on the radio. Into Maricopa County in the 10 cities, where Sheriff Joe arrested all of the minorities. He let them bake in the sun, 120 degrees. Someone should leave his cracker ass out in that desert heat. We finally hit the border of California, eh? We were dodging wildfires out on the highway. Destiny had manifested itself right into flames. The place is getting hot, no one wants to blame. Up to San Francisco, parked in Chinatown, where there's folks of every color just walking around. Well, I bought myself a t-shirt, went to have a look around. Heard a trumpet in the air, and I followed that sound. I stepped into the coffee shop and got in line, and sitting on the counter was a help wanted sign. And I thought to myself, well, this must be divine intervention at its atheistic best. I ordered my drink, pulled out my wallet to pay, and the guy behind the counter didn't know what to say. The lady behind me whispered, we just don't do it that way. And all of a sudden, everyone in the whole place, they started to sing. They said, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, boy, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, you better go back to where you came from. If you can't afford our luxury, we don't care if you're white, brown, or black. We're no longer accepting your filthy cash. Digital currency talks, poverty walks its broke ass back home. If you ain't got the do-re-mi, boy, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, you better go back to where you came from. If you can't afford our luxury, we don't care if you're white, brown, or black. We're no longer accepting your filthy cash. Digital currency talks, poverty walks its broke ass back home. Ooh. Digital currency talks, poverty walks its broke ass back home. Woo! Yeah. From Shakespeare to Walt Disney, we've been sold an idea. There's one perfect person for everyone here. That love is an answer and not a question I fear. I have not found this to be true. The idea of Prince Charming was a marketing scheme to get kids in the seats, to move diamond rings which are intrinsically worthless. Those with low self-esteem make it lonely, feel more alone. And so they feed us war movies and Ronald the Clown, antidepressants to wash it all down, to feel a little less shitty about the state we have found ourselves slipping into. And I have to stop comparing myself. And I have to stop comparing my life to everyone else. Wanna drop acid in the park on the 4th of July? Watch dynamite and gunpowder destroy a summer sky. Stop chasing success that I know is a lie, but I just can't help myself. Because we all have addictions, whether it's work or a drug. Some fall to their knees for something up above. We might as well face it, we're addicted to love, and we don't care where it comes from. And I have to stop comparing myself. And I have to stop comparing my life to everyone else. Because iPhone for an iPhone has left us all blind. Sarcastic critics of each other's hearts and minds, and that's just no way to live. And we have to stop comparing ourselves. And we have to stop comparing our lives to everyone else. And I have to stop comparing myself. And I have to stop comparing my life to everyone else. Comparing my life to everyone else. Comparing my life to everyone. Thank you. I don't want to work in your fast food restaurant. I don't want to drive your used and broken cars. It's true that life's a stage. It only pays minimum wage. I'm still fumbling through my speaking parts. Now my landlord, she keeps calling me, saying that she has to raise the rent. But most days I'm already, well, working for money that I've already spent. And so it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be scared. Well, this is our first, last, and only time on earth, and we're all incredibly unprepared. Now jump to the scene of a little girl swinging at a piñata in a tree. She's swinging for the gates the best she can in her roller skates, with bruises on her knees. She was blowing out the candles on that birthday cake. We sang that song and she started to cry. We all grow up so fast, yeah, so no one had to ask, no. Everyone knew why. Because this innocence, it will leave you when you least expect it to. And these death-defying feats, they require incredible emotional fortitude. So it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be scared. Well, this is our first, last, and only time on earth, and we're all incredibly unprepared. Well, this is our first, last, and only time on earth, and we're all incredibly unprepared. Woo! Thank you. I'd like to have a special guest right now. Yay! This is Vanessa Jean Speckman.
This is some merch. Just saying.
She's so good.
I was going to share a poem with you guys, if that's okay. write with a dynamite pen, shoving it sweetly into hearts with your urgency for infinite possibilities. You fill my lungs and I want more. So here I stand, unwavering, hurling my heart at you. I see you over there, unflinching. You make my heart courageous, so scratch a bullseye into my chest and onto my skin. I am breakable and at times unsure, but I promise you, meet me on the battlefield with a red balloon tied to your wrist and we'll have clarity for days. Watch your step for broken glass and help me with these walls. Keep the last matchstick lit between your trembling teeth and smile with strength when you sound the sirens, because we're just emergencies in motion. And there were goth kids French kissing at the metal show tonight, so there's still hope. March is the month of last chances. I hope I see you in the spring.
Yeah! Woo! Thanks to everyone for hanging out this evening. We appreciate it very, very much, or afternoon, wherever you are. Vanessa and I just managed to book plane tickets home, so that's good before everything shuts down. Who do you think you are? I am no one. Why do you do what you do? It's the only thing I know how to do. If I knew how to do anything else, I'd probably do that. I'm not very good at this, and it's really hard. What's the hardest part? Probably the money. What's your biggest fear? Dying before I get all of my work done. When will your work be done? Never. So what's your biggest success? The last thing I finished. Do you ever think of her? Never. Always. What's your biggest problem right now? Well, there's a rat trap underneath the kitchen sink. I don't know how I'm gonna get him out. Is that a metaphor? No. Well, maybe. So how exactly do you see yourself? Well, in my mind, I'm a singer in a hardcore band. But the truth is that I work at a bar. Take the trash out and I take the money out the door. But some nights, when it's slow, I try drawing pictures of the person I always thought I would be. It seems no matter how much I scribble or erase, it never looks anything like me. Anything like me. Anything like me. Anything like me. I have 2 songs left, and then Frank Turner's going to come and play some songs. My uncle, he hates immigrants, talks about it on the internet. He lives in a town that's 96% white. So how do I talk to him and try not to fight with an angry white cis-rural male stereotype who's retreated into anger, blames his personal failures on people who happen to have different color skin. The world around him is changing. Instead of evolving, he's raging, because in his head this entire world is just about him. He throws a grown-up sized tantrum. If you ask him to share with someone who has less than him, he asks, why should I care? Well, when did being a decent human being become political? And how have we become so dark-hearted and cynical? That being pro-library is a divisive stance who want to privatize reading so poor kids don't stand a chance. As that little boy king sits alone on his throne, threatening nuclear war from a free app on his phone. Humility, civility, stability, you're killing me. We left all these things to die a long time ago. And I'm glad I don't have children to try and explain that being murdered at school is just part of the game. Stack your desk against the doors and try to ignore being surrounded by chaos and pain. So Micah, what's your point? Before I go, I wanted to try and say something about hope and not letting anger tear us apart, not carrying the weight of hate in our hearts. There can be brilliance in failure, there can be growth in pain, and all human beings, we're all basically the same. We're 60% water and we hide from the rain. Remember the faces, but we forget the names. We're wearing different uniforms, but we're playing the same game. If it all falls apart, we only have ourselves to blame. The golden rule is bleeding, and it's covered in blood. And I know in these wounded times, these words, they are never enough. But these words are all that I have. That and the right to remain silent, which feels too close to compliance. I know I have the right to remain silent. Yeah, I know I have the right to remain silent. Yeah, I know I have the right to remain silent. I just could not today. Yeah! This is my last one. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the new world, my friends, and I'm your new Norman Rockwell, painting pictures of grown adults sitting in the front seats of 89 Chevy Corsicas, crushing up prescription pills, and snorting them through pink tampon applicators. Well, I'm a product of your rural slums. I'm the son of factory workers, armed with an education given to me by high school sports coaches, child molester priests, and the internet. And it's taken me much too long to realize this world is laughing at me. Well, I'm trying to be a better human being, and I'm trying to lead with empathy. My judgments are just me projecting my own insecurities, and that's childish, and my childhood sucked. So I have no reason to want to revisit it. Now I'm insecure about the way I look. I wish that I could lose some weight. I think my face is too round. And I am much too willing to cut people I genuinely care about completely out of my life. Yeah, I'm happy to be alive at the moment. Yeah, I'm trying to not take people and things for granted. 'Cause we're all beautiful and brilliant and completely unable to communicate. So welcome to the new world, my friends, and I am your new Norman Rockwell. I'm painting pictures of all of us. I'm hoping to bring us together through our similarities rather than divide us through our differences. I'm a product of your rural slums, and I know it's taken me much too long to realize that this world was laughing at me and not with me. But every single day, I am waking up and trying to be a better human being. And I would love to have every single one of you on my side. Thank you. Good night, friends. We'll see you out there.
Micah, that's you. Did you just break the Iron Maiden hand? That's the Iron Maiden hand. Hey, cheers. Oh, you drunk the right.
That's the best finger.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Micah Schnabel, the one and only Micah Schnabel. A very, very close and dear friend of mine. I hope you'll enjoy the set. Micah, I'm going to say this while we're live streaming to 10,000 people. Yeah, 10,000 people. I love what you do, and that song, the interview, might be the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Could somebody pass me my set list? It's like I've never done a gig before. Hi, my name is Frank Turner, and this is my house, me and my wife. Thank you all for tuning in today. There's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about before I start playing. Thank you for tuning in. It's an incredible thing to bring people together in this rough and terrible time. For those who are just tuning in or don't know, this is a fundraiser for the people in my touring family who are facing a really, really hard financial time right now. There's a link to donate that should be right next to the video. It's on my Twitter as well, and all this kind of thing. Also, I got sent this earlier, and I'm going to read it out. It says, if you're finding things tough right now, remember that Calm, which is a charity that I work with a lot, they have a helpline on 0800 585858. And it's open from 5 p.m. till midnight every single day. So if you're somebody who's struggling with that kind of thing, please do give them a call. They've done wonderful things for me in the past. I'm going to play some songs. I was planning on essentially playing the set that I was going to play most nights of this tour anyway, or something approximating it. Yeah, thank you all so much for being part of this. It's a wonderful thing. It's a strange thing. I'm used to playing shows where there's an audience in the room I can kind of feed off the energy. I have 3 people in the room right now. We have Jess, Vanessa, and Micah. The cat is around somewhere. She's asleep. The cat is currently asleep. But please do sing along wherever you are. Lots of people have been asking on the live feed. Oh, I should say also, yes, switch your audio settings to mono, or turn your phone to portrait mode rather than landscape, and that will sort out the audio issue if you're having one. Lots of people have been asking if this counts as a show. The rule I've always had for a show is that there has to be more people in the audience than on the stage. This isn't really a stage, but there's 3 out there and there's 1 over here. So this, my friends, counts as show number 2473. So let's get started. Everybody's got themselves a plan, and everybody thinks they'll be the man, including the girls, the musicians who lack the friends to form a band, the singer-songwriters, the rest of us are DJs or official club photographers. Tonight I'm playing another Facebook show, so I'm going through my phone book, texting everyone that I know, quite a few I don't, whose numbers found their way into my phone. They might come along anyway, you never really know. None of this is going anywhere. Pretty soon we'll all be old, and no one left alive will really care about glory days when we sold our souls. If you're all about the destination, take a fucking flight. We're going nowhere slowly, but we're seeing all the sights, and we're definitely going to hell. But we'll have all the best stories to tell. Yes, I'm definitely going to hell, but I'll have all the best stories to tell. Let's begin at the beginning. We're lovers and we're losers. We're heroes and we're pioneers, and we're beggars and we're choosers. We're skirting around the edges of the ideal demographic. We're almost on the guest list, but we're always stuck in traffic. We've watched our close associates up and play their parts. They're chatting up the hit girls and they're tearing up the charts, while we were paying with coppers to get our rounds in at the bar. We're the C-team with the almost famous old friends of the stars. Justin is the last of the great romantic poets. He's the only one among us who is ever gonna make it. When we planned a revolution from a cheap Southampton bistro, I don't remember details, but there were English boys with banjos, Jesus and Georgie standing on a wooden chair, and he sings songs, he slays dragons, and he's losing all his hair. And Adam is the resurrected spirit of Graham Parsons, implanted to Rhinestone, and living in South London. And no one's really clear about Tommy's job description. It's pretty clear he's vital to the whole damn operation. A deep danger smiles at strangers, streets the safest girl I know. Someone harms to scamper up to victory in the city we call home. But we won't change our ways. We will proud remain. When the glory fades, when the glory fades, yeah, I am sick and tired of people who are living on the B list, and they're waiting to be famous, and they're wondering why they do this. And I know I'm not the one who is so mentally optimistic. I'm the one who's got the microphone here, so just remember this. Yeah, well, life is about love, lost minutes and lost evenings, about fire in our bellies, about furtive little feelings, and the aching amplitudes that tell our needles all are flickering. They help us with remembering that the only thing that's left to do is live. Yeah, the only thing that's left to do is live. After all of the loving and the losing, all the heroes and the pioneers, the only thing that's left to do is get another round in at the bar. There it is. Might even tune this guitar. That's how comfortable I'm feeling right now. It's a really strange thing. I've not done one of these broadcast shows before, and during the other people's set, I was kind of watching what people were saying and trying to get a read. I now have no idea what anybody's saying, but I hope you're enjoying the show. I did note that the fundraiser was up to a crazy amount of money before I started, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. I should stress again, if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. This is a free show. If you're somebody who already paid for a ticket on the tour that we just did, that's absolutely fine. Don't stress. And particularly if you're somebody who missed one of the shows that we did do because you weren't well yourself, don't sweat it. We're still friends. Nobody has to donate. But like I say, I'm not keeping a penny of this money. It's going to go to people who've been my family for a decade and more, and who've kept me safe and alive and on the road. You'll know some of them. I'm going to talk about some of them in a little bit. But in the meantime, this is a song about my friend Lex, who passed away over 10 years ago. This song's called Long Live the Queen. When I got the call, yeah, my friend Lex was lying in the hospital. She'd been pretty sick for about half a year. It seemed like this time the end was drawing near. She dropped my plans and jumped the next London train. I found her laid up and in a lot of pain. Her eyes met mine and then I understood. A platform cross was simply too good. So silence monosaurus for a little while. Tried to raise a mood and tried to raise a smile. She silenced all my ramblings with a shake of her head. To me close and listen, this is what she said now. You'll live to dance another day. So now you'll have to dance for the two of us. Stop looking sad. Time to rest. Sing with all of your hearts. The queen is dead, yeah. She told me she was sick of all the hospital food. Doctors, distant relatives draining her blood. She said, I know I'm dying, but I'm not finished just yet. You're dying for a drink and for a cigarette. So we had to line up book ourselves a cheap hotel. Center of the city to raise some LA waste all the clothes. When everyone else is on asleep, we'll know we're good and done. You'll live to dance another day. It's just now you'll have to dance for the two of us. Stop looking sad. Time to rest. Sing with all of your hearts. The queen is dead. was working on some words when Sarah called me up. She said that Lex had gone to sleep and wasn't waking up. And even though I knew that there was nothing to be done, I felt bad for not being there, and now, well, she was gone. So try to think what Lex would want me to do at times like this when I was feeling blue. So gathered up some friends to spread the sad news, and we headed to the city for a drink or two, and we sang. We lived to dance another day. It's just now we have to dance for one more of us. Stop looking so time for rest and sing with all of your hearts. Long live the Queen. To the east, the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, well, my time is running out. Ever since my childhood, I've been scared, I've been afraid of being trapped by circumstance, of staying in one place. So I always keep a small bag full of clothes, carefully stored. Somewhere secret, somewhere safe, somewhere close to the door. Well, I've traveled many countries, I've washed my feet in many seas. I've jumped with grifters here on the internet and with punks in OTC. And I've driven across deserts, driven by the irony that only being shackled to the road could ever I be free. To the east, the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got that yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, and my time is running out. Well, I felt old before my time, but now I'll keep the age away by burning up the miles, and yet by filling up my days. And the nights, 2,000 nights I've played, 1,000 more to go before I take a breath and steel myself for the next 2,000 shows. To the east, the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got that yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, and my time is running out. So saddle up your horses now and keep your powder dry, because the truth is you won't be here long. Yeah, soon you're gonna die. To the heart, there's no time for you to waste. You won't find your precious answers now by staying in one place. Yeah, by giving up the chase. To the east, the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got that yet. And to the north, well, I never will be caught. To the south, and my time is running out. Yeah, to the south, and my time is running out. Yeah, to the south, and my time is running out. Forgive give me someone, for I have sinned, and I know not where I should begin. And some days it feels like you just can't win, no matter what you do or say. Things didn't kill me, but I don't feel stronger. Life is short, but it feels much longer. When you lost that fight, yeah, you lost that hunger to pull yourself through the day. But if ever I stray from the path I follow, take me down to the English Channel, throw me in where the water is shallow, drop me on back to shore. 'Cause love is serene, life is cheap, and as long as I got me a place to sleep, clothes on my back and some food to eat, can't not surrender anything more. So come on everybody, sing a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we all have secrets that we hold inside, yeah, the worst little things that you never confide. And the worst one of all you just can't hide is that you're never quite as strong as you sound. So I'm sorry baby for the times I've hurt you, sorry friends for the times I desert you, and most days it feels like I don't deserve you. I wonder that you're all still around. Hey! If ever I stray from the path I follow, take me down to the English Channel, throw me in where the water is shallow, drag me on back to shore. 'Cause love is serene, life is cheap, as long as I've got me a place to sleep, clothes on my back, some food to eat, can't not surrender more. So come on everybody, sing a 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on and join me in the water and swim for home. Sometimes it's hard to remember I couldn't do this on my own. So if ever I stray from the path I follow, take me down to the English Channel, throw me in where the water is shallow, drag me on back to shore. 'Cause love is serene, life is cheap, as long as I got me a place to sleep, clothes on my back, some food to eat, can't not surrender more. Why would I surrender more? The path I chose isn't straight and narrow, it wanders around like a drunken fellow. Some days it's hard for me to follow, but if you got my back I'll go on. If you got my back I'll go on. Well, excuse me about that little voice crack here. If I was on tour properly, happy St. Patrick's Day, there's a green can for you all. If I was on tour properly, my tour manager Tree would have told me to warm up my voice a little more before the show, and Tree is one of the people that we're raising money for today. So cheers Tree, this one's for you. I might even, because I'm feeling racy, tune my guitar before I play this next one as well. This is a song that's changed its meaning for me quite a lot over the years, but we'll give it a go and see how we do. I mean that in a good way. That'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. This song's called I Am Disappeared. Keep having dreams, pioneers and pirate ships and Bob Dylan, people wrapped up tight in the things that will kill them, being trapped in our life, plunging straight to the bottom of open seas and ways of life we've forgotten. Keep having dreams. Amy worked in a bar in Exeter. I went back to her house and I slept beside her
worst days, when it feels like life weighs 10,000 tons. She's got her cowboy boots and car keys on the bedstand, so she can always run. She can get up, shower, and in half an hour she'll be gone. Keep having dreams and things I need to do, waking up and not following through. But it feels like I haven't slept at all when I wake to her silence and she's facing the wall. Posters of Dylan and of Hemingway, an antique compass for a sailor's escape. She says you just can't live this way, and I close my eyes and I never say. Still having dreams, and on the worst days, when it feels like life weighs 10,000 tons, I sleep with my passport, one eye on the back door, so I can always run. I can get up, shower, and in half an hour I'll be gone. And come morning, I am disappeared, just an imprint on the bed sheets. I'm by the roadside with my thumb out. A car pulls up and Bob's driving, and so I climb in. We don't say a word as we pull off into the sunrise, and these rivers of tarmac are like arteries across the country. We are blood cells alive in the bloodstream of the beating heart of the country. We are electric pulses in the pathways of the sleeping soul of the country. We are electric pulses in the pathways of the sleeping soul of the country. The sleeping soul of the country. Some mornings I pray for evenings, for the day to be done. Some summer days I hide away and wait for rain to come. As it turns out, hell will not be found within the fires below, but in making do and muddling through when you know where else to go. Then I remember you and the way you shine like tooth in all you do. And if you remembered me, you could save me from the way I tend to be, way I tend to be. Some days I wake up, days my dear, I don't know where I am. I've been running now so long, I'm scared, I've forgotten how to stand. As I stand around in airport bars, I gather thoughts to think. And if all I had was one long road, it would drive a man to drink. Then I remember you and the way you shine like tooth in all you do. said I love you so many times that the words kinda die in my mouth. I meant it each time with each beautiful passing, but somehow it never works out. But you stood apart in my callous heart, and you told me, and here's what I learned: that love is about all the changes you made, and not just 3 small words. And then I catch myself catching your scent on someone else in a crowded space, and it takes me somewhere I cannot quite place. And then I remember you, and the way you shine like dripping all you do. And if you remember me, you could save me from the way I tend to be, the way I tend to be. The way I tend to be, the way I tend to be. Yeah. Oh. An interloper. So yeah, for those of you just tuning in, if there are any sound issues, then you need to either put your phone in portrait mode or switch your laptop or your phone to mono mode. That's the way this is working. I would have known this if Luke Buckby, who does my front of house sound, was here, if Johnny Stevenson, who does our onstage monitors, were here, and if Doug Murphy, who is our overall production manager, if those 3 were here, this would be in better technical shape, ladies and gentlemen. And they are 3 more of the people that we're raising funds for. The fundraising link is next to the post on the live stream thing. It should be right there. If not, it's pinned on my Twitter, so go and check it out. Right, so this is a song about the weather. We had a difficult winter, we had a rough few months, and when the storms came in off the coast, it felt like they broke everything on us at once. And it's easy enough to talk about blade spirit when you're in a hole in the roof of a knee-deep pit. The pictures and the papers got ruined by the rain, and we wondered if they'd ever get dry again. I don't want to spend the whole of my life indoors, laying low and waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole of my life inside. I want to step out and face the sunshine. We lost faith in the doctors, we lost faith in the state. We just ended up wasting all our time on the internet, consumed by our fear and our hate. And I don't care what the Prime Minister is saying, because the last time I saw him, he was on TV and he was praying. And the politicians and the poor, they get sick just the same, and we're wondering when we'll ever get well again. But I don't want to spend the whole of my life indoors, laying low and waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole of my life inside. I want to step out and face the sunshine. So open the shutters, raise up the mast, rejoice, rebuild the stolen spires, cast off the crutches, cut up the cars, rejoice, rebuild the stolen spires, rejoice, rebuild generation brought on by watching the news. Things have been quiet for far too long, and if I know human beings, things are gonna go wrong. We were raised in a glade of unsustainable peace. Not many of us ever had to live on our knees. I'm scared that I won't have the strength that it takes to stand up when the levee breaks. So meet me at home when the sirens go up. I don't wanna be alone, and don't you get lost. And I know a place where the two of us can hide, and we can barricade the door, and we'd be safe inside. When the harsh winds blow, and the world gets cold, you can't trust kindness and you can't eat gold. We got the 21st century survival blues, but to tell you the truth, I just need you. I got the 21st century survival blues, a generation raised up without paying its dues, comfortable enough to play around with doubt, without knowing how to survive when the lights go out. And if we take away the things we've been depending on, we'll be flailing like children in a nursery home. So I started making lists of the essential things when the storms bring what they bring. So meet me at home when the sirens go up. I don't wanna be alone, don't you get lost. And I know a place where the two of us can hide, and we can barricade the door, and we'd be safe inside. When the harsh winds blow, when the world gets cold, you can't trust kindness and you can't eat gold. I got the 21st century survival blues, but to tell you the truth, I just need you. You. I just need you. You. The 21st century survival blues. I got shelter, drinking water, I got covers of food, and I know I can't survive in my apocalypse home. But what's the point in surviving if we're just surviving alone? So meet me at home when the sirens go up. I don't wanna be alone, don't you get lost. And I know a place where the two of us can hide, and we can barricade the door, and we'd be safe inside. When the harsh winds blow, the world gets cold, you can't trust kindness and you can't eat gold. I got the 21st century survival blues, but to tell you the truth, I just need you. I just need you. Three songs in a row in the same key is a bad shout somewhere, isn't it? Fuck it, we're here. Stop passing musicians what they think is unsolved. As important to have a second drink, and outside the world's over the brink. We all thought we had nothing to lose, that we could trust and cross fingers and horseshoes, that everything would work out no matter what we choose. The first time it was a tragedy, the second time it was a farce. Outside it's 1933, so I'm hitting the bar, and I don't know what's going on anymore. While outside is fighting with a brand new light, it is the one that makes me feel warm. Don't go mistaking your house running down to the dawn. Don't go mistaking your house running down to the dawn. If I was of the greatest generation, I'd be pissed, surveying the world that I built. Slipping back into this, I'd be screaming at my grandkids. We already did this. Be suspicious on simple answers. That shit's for fascists or maybe teenagers. You can't change the world before you have is your hammer. The first time it was a tragedy, the second time it was a farce. Outside it's 1933, so I'm hitting the bar, and I don't know what's going on anymore. listening to this, I surely hope that you are. Living in a society that's maybe heading for Mars. But down here we still have a shower of bastards leading the charge. Outside it's 1933, so I'm here in the bar, and I don't know what's going on anymore. Well, outside is burning with a brand new light. It isn't one that makes me feel warm. Don't go mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't go mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't go mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't go mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, the off-screen triplet of backing singers. You guys are going to go far. Can we? I know people are going to be asking this. Can we get a cat update, please?
The cat has moved. Do you want to say hello?
I mean, I don't think we should move anything, but if you're going to bring her here,
Bring her over.
let's meet the cat, ladies and gentlemen. This may go one of a number of ways.
She doesn't like being told what to
She
do.
doesn't like being told what to do. She's just like our parents. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce
Our child.
our child. Here she is.
Booty.
Water.
Water. Hello. Hello, Boot. She's
That was
like,
dignified,
put
wasn't
me the fuck down.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
She's been
sorry,
asleep, I think,
Oh, baby.
which, given the amount of noise I make, I always find impressive. Continuing chatting through stuff, the lighting that we have right now is provided by a bunch of lamps, at least one of which comes from IKEA. And indeed, if we were doing a regular show, it would be much better lit by the wonderful Ali Pike, who does lights for us, who again is one of the people who is looking after us, is on the receiving end of the fundraiser. This next song, I wrote this song a couple of years ago, and it was sort of about a different thing, but it sort of isn't. I wrote it because I felt like politics was getting ruined by social media and the way that everyone was talking to each other. And obviously, one of the things about what's happening right now is it makes quite a lot of the things that we were pissed off about 2 weeks ago feel pretty insignificant. But at the same time, I feel like the point stands. There's a lot of people who are reacting to what's happening in the world right now with panic and fear, and I understand that it's a scary time. But while you're reacting and while you're out there in the world, just try and remember that this is the thing that affects humans. You know, for once, it's an issue that really can't be divided among people, and just try and be gentle and considerate in the way that you choose to react to what's happening. Whilst we all understand that everybody's dealing with this for the first time, we don't know what to do. That's some hippie shit right there. This song's called Be More Kind. History's been leaning on me lately. I can feel the future breathing down my neck. And all the things I thought were true when I was young and you were too, turned out to be broken. And I don't know what comes next in a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind. Be more kind, my friends. Try to be more kind. They've started raising walls around the world now, like hackles raised upon a cornered cat. On the borders in our heads between the things that can and can't be said, we've stopped talking to each other, and there's something wrong with that. So before you go out searching, don't decide what you will find. Be more kind, my friends. Try to be more kind. And you should know you're not alone. Trouble comes and trouble goes. How this ends, no one knows.
tide when the wind blows. The wind blew both of us to sand and sea, and where the dry land stands, that's hard to say. As the current drags us by the shore, we can no longer say for sure who's drowning or if they can be saved. So when you're out there floundering like a lighthouse, I will shine. Be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. Like a beacon reaching out to you and yours from me and mine. Be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. In a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind, be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. Sister Rosetta, godmother of rock and roll, the original sister of soul, all our music was in her. She brought rhythm from the darkness into the light. She brought the good blood to the night to save all our sinners. Rosetta rolled her eyes when she played. She knew that strange things happen every day. The white boy hype would eventually fade. The way that she played would remain. New York City, well, it was 1938. The radio couldn't wait for Rosetta to rock it. Instant sensation. And little Elvis, Chuck, and Johnny at home heard her on the gramophone, and they wouldn't forget it. Rosetta rolled her eyes when she played. She knew that strange things happen every day, and that the white boy hype would eventually fade. The way that she played would remain. Rosetta's in the Hall of Fame. Don't let her be forgotten in the church in Arkansas. Remember her teaching the cotton cloth, the glory of the Lord. Don't let her be forgotten, Rosetta deserves more. Remember her teaching the nation on a train platform in England, 1964. Sister Rosetta, she saw the bright lights fade away. She saw her at the last of her days in the suburbs of Philly, down by the river. She still had music in the air, up above her head and everywhere, on a train bound for glory. Rosetta rolled her eyes when she played. She knew that strange things happen every day, and that the white boy hype would eventually fade. But the way that she played remained. Rosetta rolled her eyes when she played. She knew that strange things happen every day, and that the white boy hype would eventually fade. The way that she played would remain. Rosetta
And as I'm sure many of you know, Sister Rosetta Tharpe is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. She wasn't when I wrote that song. I had to change the lyrics afterwards. But that song's from No Man's Land, which was my history record that I put out last year. I wanted to tell some history stories, and that's one of them, and this is another. This is a song about a woman by the name of Huda Sha'arawi, who was an Egyptian feminist. In 1923, she returned to Cairo from Switzerland, and she got off the train and she pulled off the full face veil she'd been forced to wear every day of her life in Egypt up to that point, and she threw it to the ground and said enough, and in the process changed women's rights in the Middle East. And she was a devout, religious Islamic woman who was raised in Egypt and was always part of that culture, and yet she was a raging feminist, and I think that's interesting and cool, and we should learn about it and celebrate it. So that's what this song is about. This song is called The Lioness. The times are hard for honest men, but she didn't give a damn. She wasn't one of them. I don't mean to imply that she ever told a lie, but she was raised in the harm and told to keep quiet. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. Married off young and set aside, who'd always burned bright. She wasn't one to hide. She taught herself languages and poetry. She taught herself to speak so she could set herself free. Look on her work, she mighty men. They opened up the harm and closed it up again. She stepped off the ledge and let herself fall free. She stepped off a train and into history. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. So I know I'm not at a show and you guys are all at home, but if you know the backing vocal part at the end of this, you can sing along. I've got my 3 backing vocalists in the room who've heard me do this bit enough times in the last few days that I hope they know what I'm talking about. Are you guys ready to sing over there? Yeah! Are you guys ready to sing back home? Let's try this. Huda Sha'arawi was a lioness name, a heart well fed, eyes aflame, face uncovered showing what she overcame. Huda is a lioness, she won't be tamed. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. Everyone should know her name. The lioness will not be tamed. She isn't gonna hide her face. Everyone should know her name. The lioness will not be tamed. There it is. So, continuing talking about crew people, I'm wearing a lovely piece of merch here for my wife, and we'll get to that subject in a little bit. But the person who looks after our merch on the tour all the time is Jamie Skiligianis, is his surname. That's actually how you say it. I have learned that over the years. Skagalabagbag, as we call him. So Jamie, who is from the States and had to fly home from the tour, and he did get home safe, and that's great news. So he's also one of the people in the fundraiser. Who else? Who haven't I talked about? We'll get there. Oh, I know who we haven't talked about. We'll get to that a little bit. But so people from the live music industry are not the only people who are suffering this time. As ever with this fundraiser, like I can't save the music industry with 1 hour-long Facebook stream or whatever. But I'm helping the people nearest and dearest to me. My friend Joel keeps a bar, and he reminded me that bar staff are really suffering. And it just so happens that I wrote a song about bar staff. I haven't played this song in ages, and I might well screw up the lyrics, so if any of the assembled company want to get them up on a phone and hold them near the camera, just in case, we'll see how we go. So let's give this a try. This song's called Bar Staff.
need them. Let's hear it for the bar stop, 1, 2, 3. Cause when you're up on your feet or you're down on your knees, come rain and shine and bring you what you need. So take my money, just take my money. Let's hear it for the bar stop, 1, 2, 3. Cause when you're up on your feet or you're down on your knees, come rain and shine and bring you what you need. So take my money, just take my money. I'm sorry about that time when I rolled in a 10 to 2 and tried to buy a round of drinks for everyone but you. You held me out and sat me down, you didn't have to do that. So here's to you and all you do, watch away the blues. Let's hear it for the bar stop, 4, 5, 6. When the world outside is raining stones and sticks, they take you in and they get you fixed. So take my money, just take my money. Let's hear it for the bar stop, 4, 5, 6. Cause when the world outside is raining stones and sticks, they take you in and they get you fixed. So take my money, just take my money. I'm sorry about that time I was completely off my face. I really should have been at home and crowding out your space. You sat me down and gave me motivation, I would say, so I can pull myself together, live to fight another day. How much do I owe? Guess it's time to go home. I've been sitting at this bar all alone. How much do I owe? How much does it cost? How much if I lost? Every time that coin gets tossed, how much if I lost? So won't you bring up my tab? Maybe call me a cab. You know I'll be back next time things get bad. Cause you know how it goes, everybody gets low. How much do I owe? How much do I owe? Let's hear it for the bar stop, rolling to 7. I was falling down in hell and he pulled me up to heaven. So hear it for the bar stop, 8, 9, 10. Let's hear it for the bar stop, sing it again. Let's hear it for the bar stop, that's the line. Let's hear it for the bar stop, everybody. Let's hear it for the bar stop. Let's hear it for the bar stop, one more round. Let's hear it for the bar stop. 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 Alright friends, so listen, right now I'm changing guitars, I'm doing it on my own. And usually there'd be a young man from Northern Ireland helping me out with this, a nice young man. Kahira Doherty looks after my guitars usually, and he's one of my dearest friends and I love him to pieces, but given that there are still about 12,000 people watching this, I just want to say, fuck you, Kahira. Yes, I have them, there we go. Excellent. Alright, so a few people emailed me asking me for this song, so it's a cover. I have its title tattooed on my wrist. Again, if anybody's struggling right now, the people from Calm, they have their website. They have a number 0800 585858. It's live now. It's a very difficult time for everybody. Get involved. This song is by my late friend Scott, the great Scott Hutchison. The song's called The Modern Leper. Cripple walks amongst you all, you tired human beings. He's got all the things a cripple has, not two working arms or legs. And vital parts fall from his system and dissolve in Scottish rain. Vitally, he doesn't miss them. He's too fucked up to care. And is that you in front of me? Coming back for even more, exactly the same. And you must be a masochist to love a modern leper on his last leg, on his last leg. got this disease, I can't shake it, I'm just rattling through life. This is how we do things now, this is how the modern state scared. See, I count all the good stuff, I cut up my food to spite my leg. It's at you in front of me, coming back for even more, exactly the same. And you must be a masochist to love a modern leper on his last leg. And I'm not ill, but I'm not dead, and I don't know which of those I prefer, because that limb that I have lost, it was the only thing holding me up, holding me up. See, I'm lying on the ground now, and you walking through the only door. And I lost my eyesight like I said I would, but I still know that is you in front of me, coming back for even more, exactly the same. And are you a masochist? You love a modern leper on his last leg, and you're not ill, and I'm not dead. And doesn't that make us the perfect pair? Just sit with me and start again, and you can tell me all about what you did today, what you did today. For Scott Hutchison, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a drink at home, raise a glass to Scott right now. Okay, friends, we're approaching the end game of this live broadcast. So I just want to take a minute to talk about the people that we've had here in the house at the moment. Earlier on, hopefully you saw the incredible Micah Schnabel, who's one of my favourite songwriters. Check him out, MICAHSCHNABEL. Yes, I can spell. And he's got stuff on the internet. I'm going to post all the links on Facebook and on Twitter and that kind of thing. He's got an Etsy shop. Those guys. Him and Vanessa Jean Speckman, who made this wonderful backdrop and most of those t-shirts that they wear that look like this. I can't point the right direction. She has an Etsy shop as well, which I'll post up. Those guys are out here, they're on a limb. They've ended up in the UK when a goddamn pandemic broke out, so any help that you can give those guys would be hugely appreciated. And of course, my incredible, wonderful, beautiful, sexy, brilliant wife, who's just there, whose t-shirt that I'm wearing. And she's got stuff online with her Etsy and all that kind of thing. So if you can help out any of the people here, it's hugely appreciated. I'm going to play a song for my missus, and then a couple more songs. And thank you all for tuning in. Let's play this one. I have wandered through the dark, through the dirt. I was sad, and in the end I came back to the start. And I stumbled, Lord knows how I stumbled. I said to myself, no help from anyone else. I fell in love, I was humble. There she is. Isn't she everything? There she is. Isn't she everything? Down at the bottom, found the things I'd forgotten. And despite all I've done, I can learn. And this time I'm gonna hold on to them. I'm gonna forgive myself and then ask for forgiveness. Crossing my fingers and toes, 'cause God only knows I need this. Lord, I need this. There she is. Isn't she everything? There she is. Isn't she everything? Love you too. I got me a shovel, and I'm digging a ditch, and I'm gonna fight for this 4 square feet of land like a mean old son of a bitch. I got me a future. I'm not stuck on the past. I've got no new tricks yet. I'm up on bricks for me. I'm a machine and I was built to last. Try to get better 'cause I haven't been my best. She took the plain black mark and started writing on my chest. She drew a line across the middle of my broken heart and said, come on now, let's fix this mess. We can get better because we're not dead yet. They threw me a whirlwind and I spat back the same.